Assalamu alaikum, brothers, sisters, and viewers. My name is Dr. Zafar Malik. I'm running the gardening class, and his class is under the label of how one could make one's garden beautiful. Today, I'm going to talk to you about three plants which could renovate your garden, back garden or front garden. This is clematis. These purplish, cream, light purplish color flowers, they belong to a plant called clematis. You see it's growing from a plant, black plant part. You can see it's a good plant. It's a perennial. You don't have to plant every year, and it gives good show of flowers. There are about 40 different varieties of clematis. You can buy one and start growing. This will brighten your patio or front garden, and you have to give it a fertilizer which contains potassium, nitrogen, and phosphorus, and is a little bit sensitive plant. At the bottom of the plant, bottom of the stem of the plant, where it emerges from the soil, it can get stem rot. So one should put with grit or little sharp sand around about 2 inches deep around the stem, so that it doesn't get stem rot. When it gets stem rot, people who are cultivating clematis, they don't know, understand. They think that, oh, it's died suddenly. The cause is that it is likely to get stem rot. So if you put some grit at the bottom, at the bottom of the stem where it just emerges from the soil or plant pot around it, then it unlikely to get stem rot. It comes every year. It flowers for so long, then has a period of 3 weeks, 4 weeks rest, then it restart flowering if you give a liquid fertilizer. It has got flower in many colors. Some varieties of clematis are blue colored, some are white colored, some purple, or some yellow colored as well, and also a red color variety. Is mostly available in most of the nurseries, and is a good plant to keep because it flowers well. It is also one of the plants which likes to climb on a wall, on a trellis, on a fence, or some pergola or gazebo. In this case, it's climbing on a trellis. You can see it's already gone about 2 meters, just about 2 meters from the bottom of the plant, and it has been flowering for about 2 weeks, and many people like clematis because it doesn't need much care after once you plant it, and looked after for about a year or two. When it gets established, then it is very punctual in flowering at the right time. If you want to ask any questions about this plant or any other plant, you can send me a message via our email, which is easynikah, EASYNIKAH, easynikah@outlook.com. And I want to talk to you about the next plant, which is close to it. This is this olive tree plant. You can see it's got a lot of branches and it's going up high and high. It's growing in a large plant pot, which you can see here is coming from the plant pot, and it's got a thick stem there, and it's a good plant. It's got elliptical, nice looking leaves. Is a tropical plant, is a perennial. It does flower and does fruit as well. If you look after it, if you want to put it in the plant into the soil or border, where is more happy, then you get flowers and fruit, olive fruit as well on it. But I did flower fruit here in this plant pot as well, and this is doesn't need any much care. It's really just planting and looking after for a year or so, And that's it. The next plant I want to talk to you is about this choicea. I did give a class on this briefly. This is the choicea, very good looking leafy plant. And you can see the leaf are, each stem has got 3 leaves or 4 leaves. It's got yellow leaves, which is a new growth. And if you can see down below, it's got green leaves, which are original plant growth. So the new growth is yellow. You can see it's all yellow. It's a good plant for your patio where you sit in the back garden or even in the front garden, because it'll brighten your back garden area wherever you sit. And another plant here, which I discussed before, this is called gladiolus, and this is yellow colored or light yellow colored plant. This is almost very easy to grow. You buy some bulbs or combs for this. You plant them in the soil or on the plant pot about 3 inches deep, and cover it with compost or soil, and then it starts sprouting at the right time, which is usually late spring, and it'll start flowering in early summer to autumn. And it's a good plant. It's a perennial. All you got to do is buy the plant from a good nursery and plant it or bury it about 3 inches deep. And it's good plant. It's a nice plant. Another plant I think I've discussed before is this one. This is another plant. This is another gladiolus, but this is of like a cream or very light yellow color. And this has started flowering for the last few days. And we discussed about agave plant. This is a good plant. This is a desert plant, and it has been flowering before, but now, as you know, the flower stem is dried, so it needs pruning the flower stem. And many people like this plant, and because it's attractive, the leaves are attractive, and they're very imperial looking or majestic looking. So inshallah, I speak to you in my next class. My name is Dr. Zafar Malik, and I'm running my class, how to make your garden beautiful by growing plants. Thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.